We did LMC Service Awareness. This is our team. I'm Kimberly. This is Ryan, Julie, Sheldon, and Tay.
So our social justice topic is awareness of LMC services. So our group wanted to find out just how aware the students really are, as well as how they are being informed of these services. And our research consisted of surveying 146 students here at the Pittsburgh LMC campus.
And these are the demographics. As you can see, 48% male, 52% female. So again, it was a random survey, and it was pretty diverse as far as gender was concerned. And the random surveys were more focused on Latino and African Americans. And the average annual household income is between around $27,300, and 43% of the people surveyed say that they get money from their parents, which is almost half.
All right, so this is our first graph, and this graph here shows the learning community E-Tech, and this is all the learning communities. This is how many students know about E-Tech, and this is how many students don't. If a student knows about E-Tech, then majority of them know about all of the learning communities, or a bunch of them. And if they don't know about it, then a lot of them don't know about most of the programs. So in fact, 4 to 7 of them, in fact, if they don't know about E-Tech, then they don't know about most LCs, as shown in this lack of overlap of typical means. Didn't understand that? Maybe you should take Math 27. Don't know what Math 27 is? Maybe you should get into a learning community or reevaluate how aware you really are. Actually, students who know about any learning community tend to know about most programs. This could be because the programs advertise for each other, or it could be because these students are just more aware or more connected, like these. This is P-Tech, Puente, Avid, and Emoja. Like, for all these people that know about it, they're more likely to know about all the programs. That's what all these graphs are saying.
Okay, so this graph shows the overall GPA for the LMC students that we surveyed, and this shows that the average is 3.0, but in actuality, the LMC records show that it's only 2.2. So the students think they're doing better than they actually are. And it could just be that maybe they are just unaware of what their GPA really is. And this graph shows that 52% of the students surveyed never heard of DSP&S. And I mean, even if they aren't in it, they might have a friend who is or could be in it or should be in it.
And this is showing, even though most people know about EOP&S, 33% still do not. EOP&S is a wonderful program and is also at most colleges, so students should definitely be aware of this program. Like I was saying before, EOP&S is a great program. 92% of the people that either qualify for EOP&S or are in EOP&S have an educational goal plan. So EOP&S is doing a very good job in making sure students have an educational goal plan. On the other hand, this is how many times you've seen a counselor at the bottom and whether they have an ed plan, yes or no, on the left. 24% say that yes, they do have an educational goal plan, but they've never seen a counselor, which is impossible. You cannot have an educational goal plan without seeing a counselor. So maybe students, at least 24% of the students are unaware of what an ed plan really is. So there's a relationship between seeing a counselor often and having an ed plan. It suggests that counselors are doing a very good job of making sure students have an ed plan, but the only thing is getting students actually to the counselors to make this ed plan.
But counselors does not talk about the learning communities. On this graph, it shows there's an overlap. Students who go see a counselor more than 3 times doesn't mean they know more learning communities than the students who doesn't see a counselor at all. Counselors have so much to do in little time. Things be forgot, things be left out. Students become overwhelmed. Either or, the counselors does not talk about the learning communities.
So, who does create awareness of all learning communities? Teachers. The graph shows that students who have had 4 to 7 47 teachers talk about learning communities are much more aware of the learning communities. Notice, however, that only 6 of the students that have had this experience. Thus, this shows that a great need for teachers to talk up learning communities.
Okay, so as a group, we came up with 3 community needs that we felt were related to our topic, and we supported it by our data analysis. So our first community need is to ensure that all students are aware of what a correct ed plan is. And a large percent of the students that we surveyed did not even know what a proper ed plan was. And this can cause the students to take unnecessary classes and extend their time here at LMC.
Our community number 2 was create awareness of EOP&S, DSP&S, and the learning communities. There's a great need of students to be more aware of our services. As our beautiful PowerPoint data showed, a good amount of students are not aware of our most basic services and programs. This is too bad because all of these services are awesome and they benefit our students. And they're just great.
Okay, maybe if the students knew about their GPA, they, if they find out if they was on the wrong track, it'll make them want to work harder for their GPA.
For the community organization strategies, we came up with 3 solutions. Make getting an ed plan a mandatory thing because you'll want to always know that you're on the right track. You really should know how to find your GPA at all times, especially if you're going to be going into a 4-year. You're going to want to know what your GPA is, so that you know whether or not you qualify. And you should know about the programs that assist you in income, because if you're struggling with income especially, then programs such as EOP&S and DSP&S could definitely help you with keeping up with college.
And we just think that you should make Counseling 32 mandatory. The orientation course, it should be mandatory.
Since teachers seem to be helpful in creating awareness, one solution is to have more teachers help. They can make ed plans a part of their grade, and as well as being able to find your GPA. Teachers can also ask learning communities to present in their classes instead of waiting for learning communities to contact them.
Email and texting, weekly emails, texting, current events that are related to learning communities, DSPS, EOPS, applications, and hot tips to show you how to find your GPA.
Our chosen strategy was a course that LMC offers called Mandatory Counseling 32. It's worth 1 unit, so it's cost effective, and it goes over all the things that LMC offers. Rather than making this class optional, maybe it should become mandatory, or at the very least make it recommended for those students who have just signed up for LMC and are about to take their first semester.
All right, with all that said, we surveyed 146 LMC students, mostly young, African American, and Latino. College students, new students, and continuing students just need to be more aware of services and programs here at LMC. And students are just unaware of the cumulative GPA, what a true ed plan is, and what learning communities and EOP&S offers. We just want to enhance the curriculum in Counseling 32 and make it mandatory because, we just think that all the students need to, get the full, everything here. And we just feel like they're not getting everything. And that's basically
That's it.